Education Minister Favour Williams says she's not opposed to a review of the placement system for students matriculating to high school. However, Mrs. Williams says such a change will require broad consultations with stakeholders. Shamela Pullen reports.
Earlier this week, President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA Jasford Gabriel, said the current method of placing students into secondary schools should be scrapped. Mr. Gabriel argued that the current system is a breeding ground for inequity in the education system. Education Minister Favour Williams has responded to Mr. Gabriel's declaration.
That is not something that the ministry can just get up and decree to be done. I am not opposed to looking at it, but again, we would have to go through the process for all the stakeholders to truly understand what that means, and that would take some time. That's why I'm saying I'm open to all ideas.
Mrs. Williams also said that a viable alternative to the current system will need to be presented by those lobbying for the change.
We would need to be convinced as well that that would produce the results that we would want. But again, that would have to be a consultation with all of Jamaica to lay that out.
The Education Minister has also responded to criticism from President of the Jamaica Association of Principals of Secondary Schools, Linvern Wright. Mr. Wright said the Minister of Education is reacting to issues rather than putting in place intervention programs from the primary school level. But Mrs. Williams said the minister recognizes that there needs to be more focus on primary school education. However, she believes the interventions outlined during her sectorial presentation last week will correct some of the problems. Mrs. Williams says her plan to introduce specialist subject teachers in primary schools is one of the ways in which the Ministry of Education is aiming to improve student performance.
So that you have specialist math teachers, specialist English teachers to help the students, right? So a teacher who is teaching 7 different classes English, let's say 7 different grade 1 classes, mathematics, you can imagine how that teacher gets better and better and better as they go from this class to the next class to the next class to the next, and they're realizing, okay, that didn't work in that class, let's try something different in that class, and by the time they circle back, you know, they can be trying different things to get the child or the children in the class to learn. And we believe that's going to be a game changer at the primary school level.
Shamela Pullen, TVJ News.